right like me, girl. Someone you can hold at night. Someone stable in your life. Oh, baby, you need a man with sensitivity.
Hello, just let us know where you're coming from. We're starting, just waiting for more people to come. We're starting in at 2. We're just waiting for more people to come. Welcome. Just let us know where you're coming from, where you're joining us from.
Sensitivity.
Hello, Adam. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Way Out. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Oh, Mabushi. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining in. We're just waiting for more people to come in. We're starting up at 2 p.m. sharp. New York time. Go, Rady. How are you? Thank you for joining in. Hey, AJ. Thank you for joining in. We're starting off at 2 p.m. sharp. So does anybody know who this song is? Back in the 90s. 90s classic. Does anyone know who that was? That was, does anyone know who that was? Remember that was Ralph, Ralph, I can't remember his last name now. Sensitivity, back in the 90s. Great song, the old classics. So let us know where you're coming from. Canada, okay. We're in Canada. Toronto, we got Toronto in the house. We got Montreal in the house. We got India in the house. Beautiful. We got Australia in the house. What time is it right now in Australia? Oh, it's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for joining in. All right, guys. Classic track, isn't it? All right, guys. So without further ado, wanted to just welcome you guys. So if you guys don't know, so each and every single day at 2 p.m., I'm doing a live streaming where I discuss marketing strategies. And the reason why I'm doing so is because as we are on a quote unquote crisis, the goal is to help you in terms of getting prepared for your career as well as your business, right? So many people are spending time with Netflix, which I wouldn't recommend unless it's on the weekend. So this particular group is for people that are very, very focused and that are looking to be proactive during this time and to profit from this particular time by helping as many people as possible. All right. So the target audience for this particular group could be a combination of both. People that currently have career that are seeking to market themselves, as well as people that are not in a career but that want to start a part-time business, because right now the people that are entrepreneur are going to be the one that's going to take over the world, not during that particular period of time. Okay, so right now we are in a lot of uncertainty in regards to career, regards to businesses, if you have any brick and mortar. So the only thing that you have control over is yourself, right? So let's agree that if you educate yourself in terms of how to, package yourself or how to market yourself, in terms of your career as well as your business, you're way better off than the person that doesn't. Okay, let's just agree to that, right? So the step-by-step strategy that we're doing each and every single day is strategy to help you to position yourself as an expert within your industry, and for people to know what you do and sell, so that we are able um, to help you grow your business and help you grow your career. All right. So this is not the first video. So if you guys are wondering what are we talking about, go to the previous videos, because right now this is a step by step by step. I like to be very thorough, and I really enjoy when people are taking action. Right, because I could give you guys, the goal for me is not to give you a bunch of action things for you to be inspired. The goal is for you to take action each and every single day and help you bring your business forward. All right. So some of you guys are seeing me for the first time. So who am I? Who is Ruth Dorsainville? Good question. It's been a long time because I've never really had to introduce myself. I don't mean to brag, but since I've been in the industry for so long that people would just introduce myself. So anyways, I'll start. I've been in the recruiting and staffing industry for over, I think it's 18 years now. I used to say 17 years for the past 1 year. Now it's 18 years. All right. So when it comes to career, because I had my own business, my own recruiting and staffing business. And the goal of the recruiting and staffing business is to help people find employment. All right. So if you are somebody that's, working for a corporation, or if you're a business owner, I have over, 10 years of experience as a business owner, and over 18 years of experience in the recruiting and staffing industry. All right. So when it comes to being able to help you with your career, I've been there, done that. Worked through many different agencies. So when we first started off, we started off in terms of placing doctors across Canada. So the first passionate goal was to help immigrants find employment in the Canadian sector, which we were able to do successfully. And now we've grown our business because we partnered and merged with a corporation where I was able to come a one-woman show to over 44 locations worldwide, over 1,400 recruiters. All right. So I definitely understand the business, and not just that, but my business, I was able to set it up virtually through partnership as well. Right. So basically it allows me to have freedom to be anywhere in the world. So wherever I am, was because I wanted to. All right. So, our company grew to become one of the Inc. 500 fastest company growing in North America. And I could proudly say that I'm retired for the second time around. The first time I was 31 in South Beach, Florida. I got bored after 1 year of sitting on the beach, went back into the action. Then I decided I was burnt out and decided to take 4 years off, which I've been traveling all over Asia and Australia for the past 3.5, 4 years. All right. So now I'm back into the action, and I'm helping corporation in their recruiting business structure and how to help them take their company from this to multi-million, which I have done in the past. All right. So that's a little bit about myself in terms of, if you guys are tuning in for the first time and you're wondering who the hell is this person, this is what I do. All right. So right now, what we're doing a marketing, I would say program, but again, I'm giving you guys all this information for free. Take a pen and paper, because I usually get minimum $3,000 an hour for this information, but I'm going to walk you step by step on how to position yourself from a marketing perspective. All right. So this is for people that currently have an idea as to what they're marketing, and they're moving forward, or they have a business that they're just starting right now and they're moving forward, or they're in a career right now and they have a great skill that they want to promote online. And that's what this is for. Right after this particular course or program, which I'm giving you guys for free. So feel free to ask me any questions along the way. I will be able to, I'm going to start a new program, which is to help you start a business from scratch, from A to Z, and have your financial freedom number. All right. Your financial freedom number is a number where, this is the life, you've created a lifestyle, and you know that from your lifestyle, you're going to require this amount of money per month or per day, and I will help you to achieve that. All right. So that's what I do, and I'm doing it for a corporation. I'm going to help you guys during this particular season. So look at it as I have time right now, so why not give as much as possible, right? And again, it is very satisfying to be able to help and grow people. So if this is helping you, do let me know. Share your story. I love to hear successful stories. All right. So let's move on. Again, if you starting in for the first time, go to YouTube. You'll see previous videos. You'll be able to have a better understanding as to what we're talking about right now, which is unique selling proposition. So all right, so right now we have AJ. AJ, welcome. Where are you coming from, AJ? Where are you logging in from? We have Baka Mohammadi, 67. We have Venta Damadiri. These are Instagram's name. We've got Daliex Luzogene. We've got Jared. I'm just going to say the first name, Jolie Field, actually. We've got Wilfred Muchira. We've got Ima Varela. Hello, welcome. And we have Gorady. We also have JP Aldoshe. Way out. Adam, and we have Sandra from Puerto Rico. All right, so let us know where you're coming from so that we know where you're coming from. And also, as we're talking, if you don't mind just sharing your career as well, so that, if we have example, I'll be able to have a better understanding as to how I can help you further. All right, so today we want to talk about, we're still in the subject of marketing, and we're talking about unique selling proposition. So the last video, we discussed a unique selling proposition and how it's very important to have a very targeted audience, okay? And on one of the previous video, you also have target audience in terms of how to find your target audience and how to create a message specifically for them. All right. So we've got this in the previous audio, but now we're moving on because we want to make sure that you're getting people that have been taking action each and every single day, which I have received some response of people that are serious, that are like, okay, when's the next information? I'm here to provide you with, the next step. All right. So now that we're talking about unique selling proposition, it's very, 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 did I say very, very, very important that unique selling proposition message is customer driven. Okay. I'm going to start a little bit slow because I don't want to speak too fast and you guys miss certain information, because these are very key information. All right. So I'll give you guys an example from a unique selling proposition that is customer driven. Some people feel that, I have a unique selling proposition, and they go all out there and they're saying, we're the biggest company. Some of my clients would say we are the largest staffing and recruiting firm, right? But from the client perspective, it's like, okay, so how does that help me? Right. So any business that you have to understand that we talked about this all the time, what's in it for them. But truthfully, when you're pumping up your message on about your company, or we're the largest marketing firm, or it doesn't have any advantage to the actual customer unless it's specifically targeted towards them. Right. And again, your message has to be targeted towards this particular market. Right. So if I were to say we're the largest recruiting and staffing company specializing in various industry, including financial, then it's like, oh, okay, great. Now I'm dealing with a company that's worldwide and that also has a specialty in my particular niche. All right. So that's why it's very important. I know there's a company, Dan, Passion app. You guys should check him out. He's it's a young kid. I love entrepreneurs that are like millennials. The young kid, he looks like a kid, but it's probably in his 30s. He actually created an app. Actually, I know two people. There's Dan as well as Danielle. Dan and Danielle, funny enough. One of them, an app, who can use it? Everyone. Who can create an app? Each and every single one, right? But their marketing message for how to get your own app is specialized for people in the fitness world. Why? Because if you go back, he understood that you have to be a big fish in a small pond. That's what you have. That's your goal, right? So the big fish. There's a lot of people in the health in the fitness world. So that's a lot of clients, right? So that's a lot of clients that you could have, but it's specifically focuses on people that are fitness trainers that want to get their own app. Okay, that's a very specific message, right? There's another lady, Danielle, I can't remember her Instagram thing, but she specializes in creating app for African American, right? And she has many different products that she's promoting on how you can promote your own hair product, right? It's booming. They're booming. They're making they're booming, right? But you see how their message is targeted. But let's agree that each and every single one can create an app. I can create an app in my industry, so is everybody else. But the reason why they're successful is because very targeted. All right. So, and again, as we mentioned, it has to be what's in it for them. An example for Dan, it's fitness trainers. I know that you're tired. There's only so much time in a day that you could do one-on-one training. By getting an app, you're able to help more people. Right. So that's what's in it for them. He's able to leverage his time through an app and automate the routine. Right. So now in terms of targeted clients, there were some assignment as to how to find your target clients. It's very important to know who your target customer is. Okay. And again, you have to be very, very specific. And I can't stress that. I've said it a few times, but I can't stress that enough, right? So now we want to know who your customers are, what's important to them, and how you could build your company around them. Okay, so you want to know how you can build your company around them, and that's how your marketing messages should be focused. Okay, any questions so far? Okay. All right. So now what we want to know as well, we want to know from a marketing perspective and how we target our marketing message, what our customers want, right? So I know that there wasn't a particular assignment where it was discussed to create or to find out what your customers read, which social media platform your customers are, what do they do outside of work, of course, what's their age, sex, the whole shebang. But the reason why we want to know that is because we want to know what message that we want to provide, right? And we talked about Walmart, right? We talked about Walmart last video on how Walmart tagline message is low everyday prices. Okay, so the target audience of people, it's usually people that are looking to save money, right? So in terms of finding your market, once you're able to understand who your market is, you'll be able to create messages that is relatable to them, right? If you're selling a luxurious home, then it's different than lowest everyday prices. Then it would be another message. So what you want to know is if your customer want the highest quality or the lower price. Okay, so can you imagine if you have a method that says, we've got the highest quality at the lower price? There's a bigger difference. People will say, okay, then how could it be the highest? It could be high, but not the highest quality at a low price, right? So you have to be able to have your message really, really, really defined, right? Or if you say it's the fastest service, is that what your customers want? Do they want a fast service? Right? Do they want something that is personable, one-to-one service, or do they want something that's internet convenience? Right? So understanding those information is very, very important. And again, the goal is to have one thing. Right? Can you imagine if you have a method that says we're the fastest, with the highest, we've got the highest quality, the lowest price, the fastest service, internet, we were able to communicate with you through the internet and in person. It's confusing. It's a confusing message. Okay. So what you want to do is pick one and own it. All right. So if you want the highest quality, this is your message moving forward. All right. So one of the things that you realize, highest, fastest, these are super relatives, right? The ones that are finished with EST, that include best, the best of, So you could say it's the largest selection of food product. It's the fastest recruiting turnaround, fastest to turnaround recruitment. It's the closest, I don't know, pick something. It's the healthiest vegan food. It's open the longest, or it's the smallest, or it's the hottest, right? So this EST definitely add an additional marketing message to your tagline. All right. So again, even best says BST, right? So what I want to ask you right now, just take a time and ask yourself, what are you best at? What is your super relative? What are you best at? What's your expertise? Okay. So, all right. So Joey says the best at IT. Okay. The best in sales. Okay. The best in marketing. Okay. All right. But again, guys, we have to be more and more specific. So Shandon, if you could just let us know, what's your business? What's your business? And maybe we could give you more specific examples. So let me give you an example. New York. If you've ever gone to New York, love New York. Who doesn't love New York? New York is so great because New York allows you to just be the best and the baddest, right? Each and every corner of New York, you've got the best pizza of New York. Like every corner has the biggest, baddest, whatever pizza of New York. Each and every single one of them. It's the world's largest pizza. All right. So New York people have this great marketing strategy, and they can use because they're in New York, right? And guess what? It works. Because you'd be surprised when you go and eat at the Corner's Pizza and it's the best New York's pizza and it actually tastes good. Like most pizza in New York, they usually all taste good, by the way. I don't know if it's in the water, but it tastes so freaking good. And then when you speak to your friend and say, oh my God, I just had the pizza at the best pizza in Manhattan, right? Because that's what they call themselves, right? And without even thinking, you are promoting their messages. Right. So that's an example. Another example is sauce, this hot sauce. Right. So if you're coming from a particular food industry and you have food, you could say, I've got the hottest sauce. And right. And the people that are into the sauce are going to say, all right, if you want to have the hottest sauce, go to this particular location. All right. And somebody says that they are in automation. So if you are in automation, you could probably say, let's see, automation. Okay, I'll just give you guys an example. I'll give you an example, but of course, if I have more information, I'll be more specific. So if you are in automation, the reason why people in automation, because I'm in automation myself, the reason why people in automation, robotic, is because they're looking to leverage their time. Right, that's the whole purpose of leveraging your time. And robotic, it's funny you mentioned that because I actually have one client that is actually I'm suggesting to get into robotic. Because it's important nowadays to, unfortunately, not shouldn't say unfortunately, but to be innovative and to use technology. Yes, human beings are being replaced by robots. Okay, we're already seeing it. And if you guys are not seeing this right now, that's why I'm always encouraging part-time entrepreneurship, even if it's part-time, because, career is not so secure. You want to be in an environment that whether a robot comes in or not, you're still quote unquote safe, right? If you have your, full-time employment, which I also always encourage for you to have, income and then do something on the side and have some saving, just always have a backup plan. Just like right now, by having saving is great. So it's always good to be able to create an additional form of income, and always look at your job is not 100% secure. Just look at it that way. Okay. So from a robotic perspective, a lot of people, whether it's call center, so even from a call center perspective, you've seen that from a worldly, they've removed, let's say it's a company in the US, they usually right now hire people in the Philippines, which costs them, I would say, half or less of the employees that they would get in America itself, right? So that's one. And now the second thing right now is to actually have robot, artificial intelligence, I should say, answering questions versus people. We're already seeing it right now. We are fed up because sometimes we want to speak to a human being. But how many of us, if you really look into that, are being conditioned right now to be comfortable with automation, be comfortable speaking with an AI? That's where it's getting towards. So whether you like it or not, this is where it's going. Now they're just taking their time because they don't want to fire everybody. But slowly but surely, companies are going to grow and they're going to get a robot, artificial intelligence that can replace, answer, God knows how many calls a day. Okay. So let me tell you guys something about automation. I like that you mentioned that, automation and robotic, because whether you like it or not, okay, that's why I love automation. As I mentioned, people are getting replaced. In addition to that, automation are employees, by the way. These are employees that don't ask for a pension. They don't ask for a raise. They don't ask for a day off. They don't take any sick days, right? So this is automation. Automation is a new employee that's working 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's why I'm a huge, when it comes to system, I'm all about system and automation. Okay. So in terms of automation, I'm still answering your question. So these are things to think about, Shandon. The things to think about is the reason why you're in automation and robotic is because you are able to save time. Not just that, they are saving a lot of money by getting by removing, I guess, employees, replacing this with employees. They're getting definitely fastest response, saving a lot of money. Just saving a lot of money, and the response is much faster, and they could handle 10 times more. Wouldn't you agree that they could handle so much more than a human being, right? So try and package your message towards, my company's ABC. I'm able to help you automate your business so that you could, save money and have a highest return on your customer service, how depending on who the shareholder is and who the client is. But they are going to be able to, let's say they have a call center, handle 100 times more call than they would if it wasn't automated. Okay, so I hope that helps you. All right. So any other businesses that's out there that I could give an example? Okay. Anybody else that has a business customer service relating to the person shopping? Customer service relating to the person shopping. I'm not sure what that means. Customer service and relating to the person shopping. I did have a client actually in the US, Kohl's. That's where they were, and that's what they were doing. I'm not sure if that's where you I don't know. It's the same thing, but they were actually helping people make purchases online. Is that what it is? And if that's what this is, just let me know a bit more information in regards to what your question is. So that's probably what you're doing. So if that's what you're doing, let me know what your question is more specifically, and I'll be able to answer. All right. I'm working electrical engineer. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we've got electrical engineer. Okay, beautiful. All right. So right now, again, whether you are working for yourself or for somebody, right now it's all about leveraging yourself. So since I've got few example of people that are actually working for other people, my message to you is to market yourself, because what's going to happen, they are predicting a recession. Okay. It's actually very crazy what's happening right now. Like, it really, really is. Right. And, I would say, you know what, I'm fortunate. I've been online for over 10 years, so I know how to navigate through this. For those of you that are not, I really feel it. So many people are going to lose their jobs, and it's very, very, very depressing. When I laugh, it's because it's one of I camouflage my emotions, but I really want to just, it's really, really sad, right? So now is your chance to market yourself. If you're working for somebody, it's a chance to market yourself. Why? Because when the market is going to get to a new state, because it can never go back to where it was before, they're going to have millions of applications. Okay. So if you guys understand how people get a job or how people get screened, this is how it works. Okay. So you apply on Indeed or the company website. Okay. And million others are applying. Okay. Now, to get to the top of that application, they have systems. Okay. So right now, let's say they have an opportunity. I see electrical engineer. I'll give you guys an example, electrical engineer. This is how they pick jobs. Okay. They've got an ATS system, and that goes, they have an HVAC system that says, they have an ATS system that shows them, the particular role that they're looking for at the present time, right? So let's say I don't know what they're looking for, electrical engineer, but they need 3 years of engineering experience in this particular certification is required and everything else, right? So if these are in the requirements, right, it's important that you put it on your resume. Now, let me go off. I want to see what you do for a living so I could know how to respond. If I have people that are working, that are looking for jobs, that will be looking for jobs, Cincinnati, welcome. I want to know where you are coming from. So Cincinnati, welcome. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of thing when it comes to, it's a little bit off topic, but I saw 2 people that are working for other people, and I saw a few other people in automation. So give me some more example as to what's your career, and I'll be able to give you an example. But I'm going to go just a little bit off topic for this particular subject and help you when it comes to opportunities. All right. So this is how it works. You have an application, you have a job posting, and you're saying, wait, I love this position, I'm applying. All right. When you apply, somebody sees HR, recruitment, sees your resumes, but they don't see it because they have millions of others application to go through. Right. So it's in the system. They haven't seen it yet. It's in the system. Now, in order for you to go through even the front of their eyes, the top 10 or the top whichever, they need to have the specific, which is a requirement, right? So they're looking for somebody with, I'll give a general example. Let's say 5 years in recruitment, with 2 years specifically in IT recruitment, and let's say 1 year in, let's say, business development. Okay. So what happened is that they are typing those exact words. Okay. And whoever gets on top of the file with those particular keywords are the one that's going to screen through. All right. So out of, I would say 1,000, I'm not going to scare you and say millions, 1,000 application, let's say top 20 have those on their resume. So they are able to get on top of the search. Okay. And then from there, that's when they go through your resume and give you a call. And then that's when you're able to move on to the next step. So how can you bypass that? First, so let's talk about marketing for you guys, because now that we're going to going to a new stage of employment, it's important for you to be selected out of the 1,000 application. Okay, so this is what I'm suggesting. First of all, if you're going to apply later on, of course, do so, especially if you need extra money right now. Please go ahead and apply for an opportunity. The way to do it is, as you're seeing an application online, your resume and your cover letter, have a cover letter, because people don't, and if you do, you will stand out. Once you have your cover letter as well as your resume, those exact keywords, when I say exact, I mean the exact words that they are looking for on their requirements needs to be on your resume. Even though you have it, and even though if you don't have knowledge of it, change your resume so that the exact keywords can be seen, and so that once they do their ATS search, resume could be on top. Okay, it's time consuming. It's time consuming applying for an opportunity, but this is the way for you to actually get seen. Forget everything else. All right, so it's true. So that's the way for you to get seen. Once you get seen, then you got a bunch of stuff to go through, from the first interview, second interview, third interview. All right. Going back to marketing for you guys. Right now, I am suggesting each and every single one of you to go each and every single day and create Facebook Live. Okay. It could be Instagram, LinkedIn. You can't do live yet, but Facebook and Instagram you could do live, and YouTube, by the way. YouTube actually would be good as well to start from. I would do YouTube from SEO perspective. It could work, but it all depends if following. So what I would do is that I would just talk each day about my particular field, right? So let's say electrical engineer. What can you talk about electrical engineering? How to install, I don't know what you guys do, sorry. I don't know, electrical engineer, right? But let's say I had somebody else that did customer service, okay? If you start a YouTube channel that talks about the importance of providing superior service for people that are shopping online, right? And again, while you're doing this, you're not talking about your company, where you're working or where you used to work. You're talking about your services and how you're able to help and what you do, right? And by being able to do so, you're able to brand yourself, right? You're branding yourself as a someone, first of all, that has great work ethics, right? Secondly, that knows what they're talking about, right? Thirdly, you're looked at right away as an expert, right? You're online, you're providing content, you're confident to be able to do so. You're providing an expertise. Fourth, you're a leader, right? Because you now have followers that are following you and that are listening to you, the advice that you're taking on a daily basis. And fifth, you become, you now have value. Right. So now they're going through the applications and everything else, and they have 20 people. You're going through the interview process, and they have to make a selection. Okay. So if you sent a thank you note, definitely you will go ahead of the pile. But now if they're gonna check your social media, as most people do. So if you guys are doing whatever on your social media, I would suggest that you keep it, of course it's personal, but just keep in mind that people are checking, and you will not get an opportunity if you're doing stupid things. That's just basic. All right. Unless you work for yourself and you could do what the hell you want. Right. When they are going to look at your profile, and they're going to see that you've been creating content and becoming an expert in the industry. Okay. Now that they're going to come back from this recession that they see that's being predicted to take place, they're going to look at you as a leader that can come in and get the ground running. Okay, because right now, from a budget perspective, they may or may not have the fund to come in, having to train you. And honestly, most company, if you could save them time and money, they would love that. And you automatically are seen as an A player, right? Because A players are always out there pursuing, growing, investing in themselves. Okay, so I hope that was of value to you. Questions? All right. Hello, Sesuferic. Welcome. Hello, AJ. Hello, Joe. Hello, Mamoon. Hello, Jax. Hello, Billy. Hi, Billy. Nice to see you. So I hope this was of value to you. Could join in tomorrow. If you have any questions, you could text your questions and we'll be able to answer them tomorrow at the number on the screen. And this video will be able to be on YouTube and you'll be able to see the full episode. All right, guys. It was great. Did I say great? Great. Joining you guys and being part of this live event. And again, if you're looking to create, overcome this particular period, the goal is to become to create a part-time business or to brand yourself. All right. And that's the only way for you to get through this hurdle. All right. So create daily content and learn how to market yourself. All right, guys. So this is Ruth signing out, reminding you that success is in your DNA. Take care, guys.